welcome to the channel. Today a real gem, the Soviet lens HELIOS 44M-4, which was recently used in an IMAX blockbuster. Do you know which one? I will tell you in a moment. The lens has a focal length of 58mm and a maximum aperture of f2. It has an M42 mount. Why do filmmakers value it so much? This lens paints pictures, but let's not just talk about it, judge the results for yourself. The entire film was shot using the HELIOS. You should give it a try and look for it on auction sites. In Poland and most of the former Eastern Bloc countries, you just need to search for it in your family's attics, basements or garages, where it probably lies attached to an old Zenit camera. I found two copies, one from '86 and the other from '89. The older one is a bit sluggish and could use some grease replacement. Maybe I'll try it in the future, so subscribe if you don't want to miss it. You can also find it in auctions, often costing less than €100. If you visit Poland, you can get it sometimes even for a quarter of that. It can be adapted through adapters through all modern mirrorless cameras. The prices of these adapters range from €10 to €100, not worth overpaying in my opinion. In the case of Canon, if you already have an EF RF adapter, I recommend adapters for EF mount. It will be cheaper. You could try the focusing confirmation chip version to enable subject recognition, however some may not work as expected. The IMAX blockbuster I mentioned is the latest Dune. If this lens performs well in such demanding production, I think it will suffice in less challenging conditions. It's a kind of a pleasant antidote to today's pursuit of sharpness, contrast and the absence of any image defects. Here it's the opposite, very blurry images look fabulous at fully open aperture. Chromatic aberrations add depth, building a feeling of nostalgia. And poor work against bright light enhances pleasant flares and soft cinematic contrast. The hallmark is the splendid swirly bokeh, which beautifully surrounds the subject in the center of the frame, harmonizing with the vignette. Every time I start taking photos with it, I'm enchanted by the effects. It's exceptionally satisfying experience, both the pleasure of precise manual focusing and the surprise of how spectacular the photos look. Manual focusing assistance in Canons and Nikons only enhances the joy of use. Interestingly, when stopped down to f8, f11, the image becomes surprisingly good. Conditions favored me and I took my favorite shot, which regular viewers probably already recognize, shot with the HELIOS at f8. Doesn't it look stunning? The same shot at f2 shows how cool the blurs can be. See how quickly the conditions changed. Take a look at other photos I've taken with this lens in recent years. These painted frames are truly dream-alike. If you have pathological obsession with sharpness, creamy bokeh, and backs are bending under the weight of today's optics, I recommend the HELIOS as a remedy. Not only will it bring you more joy, but it may also cure you of the need for the latest optics, even if for a moment. I found some more analog treasures in the attic, so I invite you to subscribe. I hope I encourage you to look and search for this marvel. And I'm very curious if you already have any old lenses and how do you shoot them. Let me know in the comments below. And that's it for today. Thank you for spending time with me, and see you in the next episode. Bye!